we've caught Linzung.
Behind that screen, can your highness hear?
Close the doors above the emperor.
An emperor shut in like some child? Who rules China, you or him? Do you? Cao Zhou lies, kills and steals, then blames you for his injustice. Liang Xiangpu is only protecting China.
F1 at. Now I explain to you the choice victims game and what it means. As I said, this kind of organization has turned into evil only. Each branch has a person who leads it and gives evil orders only in killing, robbery, drug dealers, lack of respect for the law and spreading sedition and everything evil. Of course, these are wrong actions and this is why a game was invented. The scapegoat is something similar also, not the end of days when Satan exploits the bodies of others in order to make them hear the same thing as the leader of the organization's branch always brings a foolish, poor or insane person or hates him in order to make him a face to him in order to become a penny for his mistakes and take responsibility for all actions the evil carried out by this villain who plays the role of being the victim's secretary or guardian. These victims are all hunted in the church when they go to her for prayers or maybe even other purposes. Then the victim's family is brought with the gang and his friends. Also here noticed that the victim is nothing but a body only or resembles a shoe that the gang leader wears only, and they are absolutely not distinguished people or know the unseen or have an unusual wisdom, as they do not work at all with this gang and do not know anything about it and about the laws outside the law in which this gang operates.
Hey! Hey!
I thought you were dead.
A couple of seconds I would have been.
All I remember is stepping out of the van, then I woke up in the fucking gutter.
What the hell are you doing here?
What are you talking about? I've been looking for you all night. What the hell happened to you? Hey!
I can't trust you.
All right, look. I don't know how much you had to drink, okay? But let's not point the gun at me.
I just need to know.
You need to know what?
That you're you.
Of course I'm me. What the hell are you talking about?
You took his body.
All right. You're ill, okay? You need some help, all right? Ah, fuck! Jesus!
You're bleeding.
Of course I'm bleeding. You fucking shot me.
I just needed to find out.
Well, you found out, okay?
Stop being such a pussy.
Pussy, come on.
It's just a scratch.
F2 at. We notice a video clip in which one of the victims of selection in India is one of the poor who were caught in the church, and they made him like a hater to play with, as they exploited his body and then he was thrown away. And it is funny that they made him insult the Brothers Army in India, an army that loves his people. But as I said to you, this gang is an evil that wants evil against America, the countries of Europe, and all their friends. They are a scorpion in the middle of the house. They are not welcome to them in America or in any European countries and their friends. They are traitors. They do not deserve anything, but rather you give them money that will turn into bullets that you are hit with. They are the last person to speak about God. They have no place at all. A country in Europe has to respect the place or leave, and it is not welcome at all, and no one asked him for anything.
They go out of their way to tailor all information as possible from your friends as well. They're going to try and talk about your church. They might whisper into your ear that your church doesn't want you anymore because we know what you did sort of 2 months back. We know that you did something unpleasant, that sort of thing. So this is quite an elaborate, it's quite a detailed study that they go around doing. It's not just going around asking people for information. The bulk of this is that it's technology based, so it's almost like reading your mind as well. It's almost like they prepare their skits around what you've been doing, and then they're not only just talking to you or transmitting sounds into your head, but they've got other stuff they're doing in real life as well. They're sabotaging, creating theater. They go around, maybe even your mailbox, start stealing your mailbox. They redirect your phone calls. They're causing an actual real life chaos in your life, and all these things tie up as though like there's really this notion and this illusion that things are really going wrong, and they are getting paid for it. They work very hard. It's their job. It's a career. They work shifts. They take shifts over a 24-hour period. They're going around soliciting a whole lot of information. They basically, this is a job for them and they're getting paid. They have an incentive to destroy your life. And it could also be that they're reporting to somebody. If you can think of any other job, you have to report to a boss, maybe once a day or once a week, to try and convince him, like, this is how much I've done for the week.
F3 at. We also note that this gang has a specialized cadre and they are professionals in all kinds of lies and deceit, so that they can deceive the victims and make them suffer something similar to schizophrenia, so that the victim believes that he has received a gift from God or gained influence, or has acquired an important voice, or has become a very important person, and then the victim begins to act according to this means. He will act as a responsible person or give his judgment or think that he has become the most important person and keep talking about everything, and this is exactly what the gang wants in order for their plan to succeed in making him a face or a body that their leader exploits. Of course, the victims are mostly poor or have other needs. For this they also think that they will achieve something for themselves or for those who want, but all of this will not be, and the end will resemble a cartoon frog singer only who remains who finds it lives in dreams.
I'm just trying to share something meaningful with you.
Establish front groups.
We're a Bible study group.
We're a management course.
We're a meditation center.
We're a world peace organization.
We're a personal development center.
We're a drug rehab center.
Promise to fulfill their dreams.
Don't you want to be special? Join our elite mission to save the world.
We can teach you special powers.
Personal power.
Psychic power.
Past life connection. Telekinesis.
Offer them some
Starvation.
People are dying of starvation.
You are not living up to your potential.
You are not living up to your potential.
You cheated on that test.
and fear.
The enemy will electroshock you, torture you,
kill you, or carry you off to hell.
Control information. Keep them from knowing all the workings of the cult.
Block out any information which is critical of the group.
Encourage members to spy and report on one another.
F for that. Also, we notice that every victim will think that he is the only one who was chosen. Of course, all of them do not know what the true meaning of this trick is. It is not what they want at all, but they will be responsible for all his actions. As for them, it is also something like a donkey, bought by an evil person who keeps using it and gives him some food and a place to live only, or old clothes, or some simple money that is not enough to buy new clothes until you see what is cheaper. The victims, each one, were plunged into the world of delusions and think that only he is the only one who has been chosen, while thousands of others are all with the same game, and each one also made the gang, his family and friends with it.
Your friends and your family and your other loved ones, they become sort of ghost-like, but the cosmos itself, nature itself, suddenly has discovered that you are the chosen one, and it's chasing you to touch the slip of your garment because you are the one. The irony is, of course, that as I speak this sentence, tens of thousands of people worldwide are insane, and they all feel that they are the chosen one. So something is not right there. Anyway, the thing is, you never really discover what you are chosen to do, because it's like dreaming, but on steroids. You're chosen to do a bazillion things. You get a million revelations, as weird as John's in the Bible. And this information floods your brain.
It uncovered the truth. I became terrified of going out and suspicious of everyone. They told me I was a messenger from God, and they promised me redemption if I proved myself worthy. They led me down some very dark paths with promises of enlightenment, but all I ever experienced was bitter disappointment. I became dependent on them. My companions were
F6 sat. Another game is, does the crocodile really cry for its prey? Of course not. Here I noticed a game that the gang leader says that he will leave the victim if he married, for example, or he had a job. What does this game also mean? There are idiots of the victims who will think that they have become something important and women run after them to marry them, or even homosexuals. The internet here is what the game is. First, the answer is very simple: to go back to what became the victim. He became another person's body and became just a camera, only a camera in which he could see and hear the gang leader only, and all these tempting offers may be for some victims, but they are all not for them at all, but rather they are the elements of this gang making offers for its leader only, and this donkey is not a victim of choice, which is nothing fun, but they make him see and hear this in order for their leader to see and know, meaning maybe one of the victims sees a Mickey Mouse cartoon and thinks that the girls are coming to him. Property and elements are not his at all, and he has no authority over them, and he does not have half or quarter in them, and he will not get anything no matter how he tries to. It is just the shoes of the leader of this gang or his donkey. The victim does not choose anything for him, does not register any elements for him, does not give any orders, and this spy, the leader of this gang, is not the victim's secretary or guard for her, but rather the real leader of the gang and not the victim of choice at all. Also lies in the dirty laws that of this spy claims to be working with it. It is just a trick. Meaning, for example, when the victim eats something, drinks, hangs, wears clothes, speaks or hears.
There's the way out.
Wanna be a member? Wanna be a member?
No.
Wanna be a member, wanna be a member. Wanna be a member, wanna be a member. Come inside, big boy.
What a pippin'.
Please help capture this very dangerous killer. Remember, the next victim could be you.
Who's this? Who are you? Why don't you talk to me?
That is really important to understand. It is not really about beauty or superiority. It is about usefulness. People program others in order to use them for specific purposes. They program others to use them as sex slaves, as couriers, drug mules, all sorts of things. The point is to use the victim. All of that stuff that programmers may delude themselves into believing about how they are serving a higher purpose is bullshit. They're trying to serve themselves. And I think when a slave who's gone through this programming can let go of that, the idea that they are better when they're programmed, they can make a lot of progress in deprogramming. Because that was brainwashing. The truth is that if you were programmed, the person who programmed you probably just wanted to make you more useful to themselves.
F7 at, or he sees etc. It means recording elements, giving orders, choosing, etc. of lies. This is just a game. I mean, if one of the victims tried and said, "Give me 10 million and change all the laws," or "Think about this," then this spy who tries to make himself the victim's secretary will not do anything either, more does it any element of this gang will carry out anything, and this simple test will reveal the truth of the game completely, which is that the victim is nothing but a donkey, a picture, or a body only, meaning an evil thief person hit himself and used the body of this victim to lead his gang only.
Kill this man! I order you to kill Kauchu! Ah! Chi-Ching! My new secretary no longer takes your orders. And when... Die, also me.